Helps to turn on my audio. Anyway. Welcome everyone, Micah and The Hatman. This week we will be talking about the insanity over at Rooster Teeth, and again, sadly, the insanity is not Meg turning getting naked, even though that did happen, oddly enough. But that was nice. I ain't even gonna lie. But anyway, we'll be talking about that and their hypocrisy. On top of our picks of the week, Hatman has some horror for us, and I've got more mecha to go with Guntober. So, let's hit it. My name is Micah Curtis.
And I'm Alex Baldwin, and I'm a leprechaun.
You're too tall for that. Welcome to Micah and The Hatman Live. Alrighty, partner. Pick of the week. Hit it.
So, if you guys heard the overflow, did they hear the overflow? Did we actually get overflow up before the podcast?
Yeah, it was uploaded earlier this afternoon.
Okay, so yes, if you heard overflow, which of course should be all of you, you'd know that I ended up by saying I'm going to go watch Leprechaun 4 in space. Well, I've been on a binge lately. This month, I did commit to watching a spooky movie every night for all 31 days of October because I'm a madman. And I found that all the Leprechaun movies are on HBO Max. And I decided, fuck it, I'm going to watch Leprechaun movies. So I've watched the first 4 of them. Did y'all fucking know that was Jennifer Aniston's first movie, was the first Leprechaun?
That I did not know.
That was her first fucking movie. So, yeah. Yeah. Jesus Christ, where do I begin with this? The first movie, like, I know it was trying to be a slasher, but it looked too much like a frickin' black comedy because Warwick Davis as the Leprechaun is hilarious, and I'm glad that everything after that just went full into the humor because that's exactly what it needed. These movies are goddamn hilarious, except, ironically enough, Leprechaun 4 in Space, which is easily the worst one of the bunch. It's terrible. It's absolutely goddamn awful. There is no redeeming qualities to it. The other ones, however, are hilarious. They're stupid. They're all incredibly stupid. But they're great. And they're funny. And I love them. I fucking love them. Leprechaun 2 is the standout for me, which is kind of odd. It's definitely the weirdest out of at least the first 3. It has more in common with 4, believe it or not. Because the Leprechaun is looking for a bride, basically. He's not trying to get his gold back. No one has taken any of his gold. He's trying to get hitched. And it doesn't really make any sense as far as, like, you know, your idea of Leprechaun lore goes, but it still works. Like, it's funny and it's dumb and I fucking love it. And the kills are so much better in that one too. Like the dude who traps the Leprechaun in a lead-lined safe or something. And he says, yeah, I want my 3 wishes now. You know, if I catch you, I get 3 wishes. And of course he wishes for the frickin' gold. And the Leprechaun, of course, materializes his pot of gold in the dude's chest. Pretty good fucking kill, if you ask me. I thought it was pretty alright. And yes, everyone in these movies they're all stupid. They're all just pants on head retarded. Including frickin' Jennifer Aniston in the first Leprechaun. She's Dumb also. Does he try to name his wife Moira? No. Sorry. Yeah, several of you guys asked about Leprechaun in the Hood. That one's next. I'm watching both of those next. Those, I remember them as being like really, really funny. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing those again. But no, Leprechaun. It's one of those weird things where Leprechaun should be up there with the other crazy slasher movies of the 80s and 90s and then into the 2000s, but it doesn't really get remembered that well. And I think that should change, honestly. That and if Leprechaun versus Candyman ever actually gets made, I'm all for that shit. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. So, power rankings are Leprechaun 2 is the best. Leprechaun 1 and 3 are about the same ish. And then Leprechaun in Space is just stupid. Don't waste your time. They turn a robot into a spider. It's stupid. Death by Sexbot in 3, that's also a pretty good one. Death by Sexbot.
There you go. All right. My turn?
Go right ahead. You got more giant robots?
Not only do I have more giant robots, I have what is considered to be one of the best Gundam series of all time, the 08MS team.
All right.
What?
Guntober. Or is that what you called it? Guntober?
Yeah.
Guntober.
So, for those who missed it, my Gunpla streams have actually moved over to twitch.tv/BigMicahC. One of the mods could please put that link in the chat for everybody to go ahead and follow the channel. I actually built this puppy. Let me switch the camera here. This is the RX-79 ground type, and I actually just recently finished his backpack yesterday. I actually lost a part, like one of the little connectors for the joints for it to make this thing, so I had to take a bigger one from another kit that was left over and cut parts of it off to size it properly. So I ended up, but it came out amazing. This Gunpla looks great. Let me, so you can kind of see the facial details in the chat. Hatman's already seen it, but I still got to put some decals on him, but I got some of the warning labels on him, and you can see that on the inside of the leg. So this guy will be decorating my desk for the near future. I've got him basically put as like he's marching with a beam rifle. I'm also going to do the EZ-8 next, which is the other main Gundam from that series. But anyway, so the 08MS team takes place as a side story to the original series. This basically is a story about what was going on in the ground war between Zeon and the Earth, because Zeon got so much ground on Earth that they conquered like half the planet. So this is about the ground war to take it back. And it starts off with probably one of the best mobile suit pilots that wasn't a new type in why do I always forget his name? Because I always remember Aina Sahalin's name, because it gets yelled so many goddamn times. Shiro Amada. Stars Shiro Amada, who is kind of a bit of an idealist, I would say. getting into the war because he hates the Zeon because he used to live in Side 3. For those of you who remember what happened to Side 3, it wasn't good. It was the start of Zeon's kill everyone phase, where the zombies were taking notes from Adolf Hitler. Quite literally. That's in the actual original Gundam. So, the zombies are assholes. Fuck all of them. Except for Minerva. She ended up being nice. But, we can thank Char for that. The, as it stands, though, the 08MS team is basically, again, the story of that ground war. And Shiro Amada leading his team to victories and basically trying to stop a new super weapon that has been developed by the Zeon with the intention of destroying Jaburo, which is the main base of the Alliance military. So, it goes without saying I'm going to recommend this one, because the animation is great. The story in general, I think, is really good. And one thing that I would even recommend, I'm not going to go get it out, but I actually have the DVD of the sequel OVA. It's another OVA that they did for this called Miller's Report, which is about the investigator who looked into Shiro Amada and has all of the conversations between the two of them. The whole 08MS team is great because it really has that sort of shades of gray vibe. And as such, Shiro really comes across as probably one of the biggest heroes in Gundam, because he's there to preserve life. And that's what I like about him. He's there to save lives. He's not... does he know he has to destroy his enemy? Absolutely. He gets it. But he does desire peace, but he understands that sometimes he has to fight to get there. And that's something that, like, some of my favorite Gundam pilots seem to understand. You know? And... oh, some people are asking what happened to Side 3. Gas attack. They gassed the whole colony. Shiro was the only survivor because he was actually in a spacesuit at the time. But anyway. Hatman, you've seen this one too, right?
No.
Oh, wow, I'm surprised.
Yeah, this one's on Hulu, though, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's not long either. It's only about 12 episodes.
Yeah, I was putting a whole bunch of Gundam stuff on my watch list, and I thought I saw this one.
Yeah. This one, the only caveat to the 08MS team, I think, is you kind of have to watch the original to understand what's going on.
Well, that's...
but that's true of anything Universal Century.
Yeah.
You know? Because the OVAs around Universal Century from that are kind of based, that go from the 1 Year War up until Zeta are great. Because you have the 08MS team, you have 0080 War in the Pocket, and then you have 0083 Stardust Memory. All three of those are tremendous. Somebody just donated some money, so let me bring back up Streamlabs. I don't know why I closed it. My bad. Genghis Khan goes, heroes preserve life, Fleming, you bastard. Yeah, fuck E.O. Fleming. Like, E.O. Fleming is the worst. Worst Gundam pilot ever. So, in honor of the great philosopher John Rambo making it into Mortal Kombat, E.O. Fleming, this is for you, you asshole.
Fuck him.
Chaos Sonic threw in a buck and said, no, two people threw in money. Chaos Sonic threw in a buck and said, please tell me Hatman is not going to rap. Please, yeah.
Never.
Please, yeah, thank you. And then, how would you feel about a Gundam Transformers crossover? How would you write it? Don't ask me how you would write questions. Give me a break.
We're done with those officially.
Give me a break on those for a while. As for how would I feel about it? You'd have to make Optimus a lot bigger than he is. Optimus is only 22 feet tall, Gundams are almost 60 feet. So, it'd be kind of weird. What series is E.O. Fleming from? Thunderbolt. And he, this is the one beautiful thing about E.O. Fleming. The Gundam that he has in Thunderbolt Season 1 is called the Full Armor Gundam. Do not type it in the chat, the acronym, but the acronym is hilarious. And it kind of sums up my feelings about E.O. Fleming.
Yeah.
If you gave me my Gundam from Gundam Breaker, I would fuck him up. But then again, the Gundam Nucleus, as I call it, also known as the Thick Boy Gundam, and yeah, it's a Thick Boy Gundam, is a nuclear equipped Gundam like the GPO2. So the difference is that it's a lot faster than the GPO2 because it has in combat because it has a Jigen booster system. So it's much more mobile. But anyway, needless to say, the 08MS team is an amazing series. If you have watched the original Gundam, please watch it. If we do Mecha Mondays, this will definitely be one that we do after the original Gundam. Probably like directly after, to be honest with you. So, yeah. Needless to say, it is a fantastic series. If you've already seen Mobile Suit Gundam, watch this next because it's just so well done. It's very well written. The dub is great, by the way, and it also has one of the best anime fight scenes ever with the Goof Custom against the 08MS team. It's great. So, I know I'm sorry, but I have found the place where I am to die. It's a great line. Norris was a great character. I liked him. One of my favorite Zeons. Okay. Hatman.
Yeah.
What do you think about Rooster Teeth?
Rooster Teeth has not been the same since Monty Ohm died.
I think they're cockbites.
Ha! As the name would imply.
So, a couple people have been let go from Rooster Teeth. One is Adam Kovic. He's been fired after sending sexually objectionable, as the press release said, photos to underage fans. Yeah.
Reset the clock.
The other one is Ryan Haywood, amidst cheating rumors. And yeah, Ryan apparently was involved with a 17-year-old girl.
So let me get this straight. They make a big fuss and are one of the first, if not the first, company to fire Vic Mignogna for the allegations against him. Meanwhile, these assholes.
Yeah. This is happening under your fucking roof, and you're trying to crucify Vic Mignogna. Go fuck yourselves.
Reset the fucking clock. It's happened again. Yet again.
The longer Rooster Teeth is around, the more I start to realize it really was a house of cards.
Yeah. Yeah. I swear. It's who at Rooster Teeth is not a total asshole?
I don't even know.
Who was it? Was it Bernie Burns who literally left the fucking country due to Trump derangement syndrome?
I don't remember.
Like quit Rooster Teeth and fucking fled to Australia. Chat, you'll probably know. You know more than I do when it comes to this shit. But my God, just yeah. Well, at least it's not Team 4-Star. Please don't jinx that. I want to believe that Team 4-Star has good guys there.
Lanny Pator. Lanny Pator's an idiot. But like I think that's their worst problem is that he's an idiot and that's about it. Stopping DBZ Abridged might be one of the dumbest moves that I've ever seen.
Well,
but
yeah, but I mean, at least it ended on a strong note instead of petering out.
True.
So there's that.
But Chaos Sonic threw in another book. He says, "This is what you get, Rooster Teeth, for immediately firing Vic. Now I'll never forgive and forget, as the shit they tried to cover up makes the Vic BS worse." Exactly, and this is something that again is pretty common. There's always this sort of virtue signaling that goes on, and Funimation's guilty of it too. From these companies, and then you find out that they're just as guilty, if not more so, than anybody else. So I don't know. It's one of those things for me where when I look at this and I go, I can't really think of a worse way for this to possibly spell doom for them, because there's been rumors that Funhouse is going to be cutting a lot of staff. And with the way Rooster Teeth has been going lately, it would not surprise me if they get a lot of those cuts. And
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
It would be pretty well deserved at this point, because they just don't have anybody there that is, able to, at least in my opinion, run the company and keep it going in a good direction.
Yeah.
Chaos Sonic throws in another bucket, said the clock is already broken for how many times it's been reset. Plus, the ironic thing was my best friend nearly applied to Rooster Teeth until the Vic situation. That was basically what made him say fuck them. Well, he made a smart decision.
Yeah, absolutely. Who was it in the chat? Nick White said he heard Joel was decent and bailed from Rooster Teeth. I think Joel Heyman was actually fired. If I remember correctly, he got fired for being a conservative, as the rumor mill went.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, yeah, Rooster Teeth being a den of assholes really shouldn't be that surprising, but our expectations for you were low, but holy fuck.
Yeah. Let's see here. Dirty Dan throws in $3, says, I'm okay with them ending DBZA at the Cell Saga. I just wish they hadn't made it seem like they were going to keep going until they announced they were done. At least we still have SAO abridged. Fair point. I really don't know what else to say on this one. I just think that when I look at the when I just kind of look at the history of Rooster Teeth, it really feels sometimes like the only thing that they've got going on right now that is, people are liking is Death Battle. And that's not homegrown. That's Screw Attack.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Fuck them.
yeah, I think that this is just it. Just for making such a big stink about the Vic Mignogna situation and being not only guilty of these things, but guilty of them to a worse degree, y'all can go straight to hell. Fuck them.
Fuck them.
Alright. Hatman, I'm going to let you take the lead on this because I already did a video on it. Netflix's Indictment. Hit it.
So, looking at the text of the indictment, and I guess the background on it is Netflix is being charged with a felony by the state of Texas. So, it says Netflix did knowingly promote visual material which depicts the lewd exhibition of the genitals or pubic area of a clothed or partially clothed child who was younger than 18 years of age at the time the visual material was created, which appeals to the prurient interest in sex and has no serious literary, artistic, political, or scientific value, to wit, by issuing or selling or providing or distributing or delivering or disseminating or transmitting or publishing or exhibiting or presenting or advertising the film titled Cuties, also known as Mignons in French, or offering or agreeing to issue, sell, provide, deliver, distribute, disseminate, transmit, publish, exhibit, present, or advertise said film and the promotion of said film, authorized or recklessly tolerated by a high managerial agent of Netflix Incorporated. Blah, blah, blah. Netflix basically is now being charged with distributing obscene materials.
Yep, real quick, we got 2 donations. Make Simps Great Again donated $1 and says, Rooster Teeth is now officially called Cuckland in everyone's eyes. And Darth Bobcat throws in $3. It says, Team 4 stars Rooster Teeth without the charm and backing of the company they're riffing. If Microsoft hated Team 4 Star as much as Toei hates Rooster Teeth, they'd have never gotten big. It's a fair point. And then Chaos Sonic throws in another bucket, says, a reminder to like the vid and not be a Steve as he likes cuties. Well, I would say don't be Dick Masterson.
Do not be a Steve.
Don't be Dick Masterson, because apparently he defended the film. So,
why? I have no idea. I don't know how that would have gone over well with his base.
Gee, another person... Well, it didn't. But gee, another person associated with Doug TenNapel ends up being a total scumbag. Who'd have thought?
Imagine my shock.
Yeah. All right, continue, partner.
Yeah, but no, this is very clearly an obscenity charge. Going by what looks like 2 points of the Miller test, which defines obscene materials. And basically Netflix might have to fucking pay up. Now, of course, I foresee their argument being that it does appeal to some, it does have serious literary or artistic value because it's a film first and foremost and not, pornographic. But it'd be interesting to see how that flies over. If that argument does fly, then I think it'll end up creating a legal loophole, or at least it'll set the precedent for that. And you're going to see a bunch of other shit coming out of Hollywood in the same vein. But I hope it doesn't, to be perfectly honest. I hope they do say, no, sorry, this is obscene material, fuck off.
Real quick, another donation came in. He said, Dick argued that cuties is protected under the First Amendment, and anyone going after that is just part of cancel culture. Did I say Chaos Sonic? I meant Changus. Then, yeah, Dick Masterson can go eat a dick. And no, I'm not apologizing for that one either.
We talked about that before, that this is more in the vein of obscene material than, art. So no, it would not be protected under the First Amendment. So Jesus. I'm glad someone's taken a task for it. And if it's got to be Texas, then all I have to say is God bless Texas. God bless Texas.
Yeah. Because here's the thing. The only argument that they're going to have, because the first part of it, Cuties is guilty of, from what everyone who's seen it has told me, is it does actually show off the pubic area of an underage child. It is arguing whether or not it has any sort of artistic value. In which case, where I think that the prosecutor is going to focus on more so the argument of whether or not the damage done is worse than, or gives more than supposedly any sort of artistic value has, or that it possesses. In which case, I would argue that no, it does not. And this is the thing that people don't seem to understand. And this is why I tell people who defend this film, go eat all of the dicks. You're a fucking retard.
Unless, of course, you like eating dicks, in which case I hope you choke on a dick and die.
Yeah. Seriously. The fact of the matter is, the people who defend this film, seriously, you need to go straight to hell. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Like, seriously, you're fucking insane. Chaos Sonic throws in a buck and says, "Forgot thoughts on the situation in the Yelp BS that's going on." I have no clue. So,
yeah, well,
but
ask us again in the Q&A.
Yeah, when it comes to this whole situation, I think that there really is there needs to be understood that you don't in art, you don't have to commit the crime that you're supposedly against to show that the crime is bad. Nobody actually got raped in a Serbian film.
No.
Just keep that in mind.
No. No one's ass was sewn to someone else's mouth in a Human Centipede. In any of the Human Centipede movies.
It's ridiculous. But then this is the thing. The entertainment industry is filled with idiots. So I shouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. So, God bless Texas and Godspeed to Texas. That's all I can say.
Yeah. Okay. Finally, before we go to the Q&A, apparently Evangelion is coming to Blu-ray. Now, Hatman.
Yeah.
Here's the question. Are we getting the original dub? What were you able to find on the interwebs?
We don't know. We don't know. It's not clear whether or not this is going to be the original dub, the Netflix dub, or a whole new dub, or if Fly Me to the Moon is going to be included. We don't know. So it's entirely possible that it could be the original, but until there is confirmation that it is, yes, the original dub, the original series, in HD quality, I guess it would be upscaled to 4K, then cautious optimism. Cautious optimism.
Yeah, that's sort of my my approach to it, because obviously you guys know I'm a huge Evangelion fan. I consider it to be one of the greatest anime that's ever been produced. And the dub of it, the original, is one of the best dubs you'll ever see. It's fantastic. I've never watched the show in Japanese because of it. Never felt the need to. So, it's a fantastic show, and I really feel like there is like people just kind of didn't get to see the show at its best with the Netflix dub, and I think that it's unfortunate. It really is. A couple of donations just came in. Can't blame 420 Gunny throws in $3. Says can't blame Lanny as the rest of Team 4-Star because Dragon Ball Z Abridged was ending. YouTube doesn't care about fair use and threatening to delete their channel. Plus, Funimation was threatening to sue the shit out of him. That's interesting because originally they had good relations with the people at Funimation, so I'm wondering what happened there. Second, Chaos Sonic throws in a buck and says, if it is the original dub with Fly Me to the Moon, then Micah will be a happy gorilla. If it is confirmed that it is the original dub, or they're redubbing it with the original actors at least, yeah, I'm pre-ordering it. Like, seriously. Even though I have the Diamond Collection that you guys thankfully got me as a present, but even though I have the Diamond Collection, I'm still going to get the Blu-rays too. So, that's really shitty of Funimation now that I think about it. Because, like, there was a point where they were doing, like, they had, like, con appearances together and they were, like, on good terms publicly, and now they're going to sue them? Like, fuck off. Funimation's full of scumbags. Anyway. Goodness, Star Bobcat throws in another buck. He says, every time I think of a Serbian film, I imagine how confusing and awkward online movie discussions would be if a homegrown Serbian film industry became popular. What do you want to watch tonight? There's this one Serbian film. You monster. Goodness. Anyway. So, needless to say, that is the big question, is whether or not it's the original dub cast. You know, the reason that Netflix didn't get them back is because they're fucking lazy. But we'll have to see what the company who got this is saying. I was surprised that so many people were cheering it. Because I'm like, now wait a minute. If we don't know who's dubbing this, it could end up being worse. Like, good lord. Because, like I said, the Netflix dub felt lifeless. There's actually comparisons, like, on YouTube that show them one next to the other. And there is so much more enthusiasm and life in the original dub than there is in the Netflix one. That, in fact, I think it's safe to say that the Netflix dub, like, just sucked the life out of it, you know? Samurai Bear throws in $3 and says, just to push you over the edge. Thank you. So, looks like one of our mecha streams, or one of the Gunpla streams, will not be Gunpla. It will be Mazingpla? We'll build Great Mazinger, because I like Great Mazinger more than Mazinger Z. But, that's just me. It's too bad that, like, Mazin Kaiser is not a, or Mazin Emperor G. I couldn't find a model for either of those. But anyway. So, needless to say, I'm cautiously I want to be optimistic about this, but I'm being cautious about it. Because again,
I am too.
It's one of my favorite animes ever. If they don't give it the good dub, I'm going to be pissed. Real quick is Darth Bobcat throws in a buck, says, I think the deal with Team 4-Star is that Toei hates them. Funimation tactfully supporting them has damaged the relationship between the two companies. End of the day, Toei matters more to Funimation than Team 4-Star. Well, that makes sense. Okay. Now, it's actually getting a little dark in here because it's nighttime now. So
it is not outside.
Let me get some light in here. Okay. Now you guys can see me better. Another donation just came in from Chaos Sonic. He says, I'm still waiting for Shin Mazinger Zero. I'm still reading it. So, gotta give me time. I'm a busy dude. I'm reading a lot. I'm, like, reading and watching a ton of stuff right now. Like, you guys have kind of overloaded me. So, okay. Time for Q&A. So let's go to the Patrons Discord first. Where does it begin? Okay, here we go. Real quick, though, we need to wish a happy birthday to someone in the community. So, Damos Z, if you're watching, make yourself known. Because tomorrow is his birthday, folks. So, everybody wish a happy birthday in the chat to Damos Z. I don't think he mentioned what age he turns. No, tomorrow he turns 22, so he's a baby. So, everybody wish Damos Z a happy birthday, please. And then, real quick, Tyler Preston throws in a buck and says, speaking of the dumpster fire that is Rooster Teeth, have you seen their attempt at making a Gundam-esque show called Genlock? It's horrendous. And since you're a fan of Evangelion, have you watched Razafon? I watched parts of Razafon. I need to rewatch it at some point. And yeah, I heard very bad things about Genlock.
Yeah.
So, onto the chat, or onto the Discord. Seth wants to know, have either of us seen The Collector or Jacob's Ladder? If so, which one did you like better? And what are your thoughts? That's a lot of questions, so I'll just say this. I've seen Jacob's Ladder and I liked it. What about you, Hatman?
I've not seen either one.
Okay, there we go. Diva wants to know, have we ever heard or seen Trinity Blood? The anime was inspiring for me in high school when I was living in an abusive environment. I'm sorry to hear that. One of the few that portrays the Catholic Church in a fair light. Yeah, I did like Trinity Blood. Trinity Blood was fun. Let's see here. Not the last one wants to know. He just said, well, he actually says, bit of a fun thing. When I eventually get into Gundam Wing for my Gundam watch, what fun nickname should I give myself related to the entry? Zex Machine.
That's pretty good.
Let's see here. Ninjato wants to know, isn't being a house of cards a risk that is common among online creators making it into a business? Yes.
Yes. Very yes.
Talon Silverrain wants to know, had an idea for a game, wondering how well you'd think it would go. Throw Gundam, Escaflowne, and Fire Emblem together as an RPG strategy game with a Total War style world map campaign. No. Get fucking Fire Emblem out of there. Xenonic wants to know, favorite Greek god. His is Hades, because Hades is awesome, and I won't let Disney slander him. Favorite Greek god? Probably Apollo? Or Hephaestus. What about you, Hatman?
I can't really say. Hades is probably the most decent out of all of them. So I might go with Hades as well.
And then Servant says, I kind of want to see a mecha show like Megas XLR, but set in Minnesota, where weird stuff is acknowledged as an It Was Tuesday type of thing. So basically Fargo with mechs.
Yeah.
That would be funny.
Well, yeah. I was gonna say it almost, depending on how crazy your shit goes, it might even be like a regular show. But I don't know. I kind of think the concept's been done before. So.
Chaos Sonic says here, the Yelp BS. Yelp is basically making the Jewish stars figuratively for businesses that are not quote unquote diverse, and saying this business is the usual ists. Is it really a Star of David?
No, okay. So what's happening is they will put a little stamp on any business if they've been accused of racism or anti-diversity practices or whatever. And they will say, we're investigating this, but for right now, this business is potentially troublesome. And people are not fucking happy because, of course, that shit's going to get abused.
Of course it is.
That's going to be worse than a fucking 1-star review.
There are too many Karens on the fucking internet
to
do such a thing. So yeah, fuck Yelp then.
Yep. Nope. Fuck them. Fuck Yelp.
Alistair wants to know from the Discord, and this is the last one from the Discord server. Since he's going through a similar situation, what's a piece of fiction you used to enjoy but don't anymore due to it having too many problems in retrospective?
Wow, that's a good one.
Let me think. I remember I replayed Call of Duty 4. And then couldn't really get into it again. Because the gameplay is so dated. Especially because in certain places, there are literally... I remember I actually counted one time with a friend of mine. Where enemies will just constantly respawn. You have to rush through them. Because that's what the developers are trying to do. If you just sit there and shoot them, hundreds of people will come out, more than could fit in the building.
Was it no fighting in the war room?
It's actually most of the levels have something like that. There was one in the early missions that quite literally was it's in not Iraq, and there's a small room that could hold maybe 7 people in it, and 20 people came out of it. It's like a fucking clown car. I can't get into Call of Duty 4 going back to it. I just can't.
Oh my god.
420 Gunny throws in $5. It says, now that I think about it, all of Team 4 Star's trouble started with the English dub actors, most especially the Goku guy, getting jealous of their fame to push lawsuits and copyright strikes. The TFS YouTube channel. And one more from Deletion. And then Chaos Sonic throws in another buck and said, here's something I forgot from politics. California is also keeping some businesses in lockdown, trying to force them to be diverse. And if they don't follow the fake diversity, they're keeping them in lockdown. Yeah, that's
bullshit.
Tyranny. They need to be sued. Because it's also discrimination.
Yep.
So, all right, we need to get to the chat. Seriously. We got 10 minutes left. So, Hatman.
Let's see. Miguel Barrera asks, how long till a future independent animation studio or team starts to replace Rooster Teeth or at least compete with them?
Depends on whoever's ready to start, honestly.
I think it depends also on whether or not they can put out something good. And you're seeing a lot of them now just getting picked up by, big studios anyway. So they won't be independent for very long.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, the most recent example I can think of is fucking Has Been Hotel.
But my thing is this, is that it's going to take... Somebody is just going to have to take the step and go out there and do it.
Yeah.
That's basically just it. You have to... I have met enough animators that left the industry because of political reasons to know that there's a lot of them out there that could just as easily get together and start their own studio and do their own show. It's just about taking the initiative.
Yeah. Sean Kaufman asks, any thoughts on James Rolfe writing his memoirs? It'd be interesting to read those.
Yeah.
I've always wondered how, being the AVGN really affected him as a person and managing to stay out of internet drama for a decade up until the fucking Ghostbusters thing happened. That's the only bit of internet drama he's ever been involved with. That man, yes, I'm very interested. I'm very interested. Let's see. Broken Scale asks, speaking of Hades, what are, in your opinion, some of the best interpretations of Greek gods out there? Dare I say God of War?
That's the first thing that came to mind.
Because it shows them all as assholes. And really, like, almost all of them are assholes.
Yeah, they're
They
dicks.
they suck. Like I understand the whole they're faulty sort of thing. No, they're straight up dicks.
Yeah.
So yeah, why not? I kind of hate, just to be perfectly honest though, I kind of hate how, like, if you're doing a story or a video game that has to do with the Greek gods, um, Ares is always a villain or like the big bad. Fuck that. To be perfectly honest, fuck that. That's so overused. That's so overused.
Yeah.
Zeus. Zeus is worse.
Yeah, Zeus is a cunt. So is Hera.
Yes.
That was one
Yes.
thing I did like about God of War 3. They got Hera right.
Yes. What an asshole.
Yeah, she's a cunt. What else we got, Hatman?
Um, John White's last, since Netflix was smacked by Texas for pro-nonce propaganda, do you think the federal government will tackle degeneracy in the media? No. No, I don't, because I don't think they want to go down that slippery slope.
No, and there is a slippery slope there.
Yes.
That I can recognize. I'm not a total dick. You know.
Yeah.
Is that like the only time that this sort of discussion should ever come up is if somebody was actually harmed. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chaos Sonic throws in another $1 and says, even with the Ghostbusters controversy, the AGN, it actually helped him and hurt the Ghostbusters reboot. That's very true.
Yeah. Well, then again, like, what actually helped the Ghostbusters reboot? What of all the shit that they pulled actually did them a favor?
Fair point.
Speaking of Netflix, Hardworld asks, clearly Netflix's reputation and popularity has been completely decimated by the cuties crap. People are dumping it en masse. Do you think they have any chance at rebuilding after this? Controversial opinion, but I think the grand majority of Netflix subscribers don't really give a shit. And as long as Netflix keeps acquiring streaming rights to certain popular properties, they're going to be okay.
I don't agree with that.
Okay.
And here's why.
Go for it.
Cancel Netflix was the #1 trending term after Cuties came out, and their stock dropped $100.
Their stock did drop $100, and
After
they
it was
had
at a record high, and it continues to drop.
and on top of that, they lost way more subscribers than they were expecting to in their last earnings call as well.
Yeah, they're
But
in trouble.
Well, I say it's a flash in the pan as far as Netflix is concerned. As long as they keep doing what they're doing and keep buying up streaming rights to shit, they're going to be fine. I don't think people are going to cancel Netflix and rush to like HBO Max and Hulu and Disney Plus and whatnot. I think Netflix is going to be okay. Netflix still has that branding. They still have, general consciousness. They're in people's minds, at least more so as far as streaming services go than any of the other ones. That name recognition is what's going to help them, I think, in the long run.
We'll have to see what happens.
They deserve to get smacked. They deserve to have their feet held to the fire, but I think they're going to be okay. Maybe the lawsuit will teach them a thing or two.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to see what happens there.
Yeah. I like this question a lot. Angry and Boss asks, what's your take on the fantasy genre nowadays, and how would writers of it need to, what would they need to stop doing or improve on? The problem with fantasy is the same problem that I think is just affecting YA literature in general, and that's they are pandering to people who are not invested in the genre.
Yeah.
They're trying to get new people reading, and those people don't give a fuck anyway. And it's abandoning some of the more enduring and popular tropes, excuse me, for the woke crowd is a mistake. And it is, you can actually see this happening. It's getting old school nerds to drop science fiction and fantasy altogether. Like they don't care. They're going to retreat into past stuff that they enjoyed and stay there.
Chaos Sonic throws in a buck and says, "What do we think about the Avengers game's user base dropping a lot? As in, like, you can't even matchmake at this point." I'm not really surprised by it. It wasn't very good.
Yeah, I heard. I heard the game had a whole bunch of problems at launch. I'm still somewhat interested in playing it, but yeah, I hear there's almost like a required multiplayer component to it, which I don't understand. If somebody wants to explain that to me, please go ahead. I don't get it. Ultimate Agent asks, how do we incorporate magic systems into stories without them being tacked on? I think we've answered this question a couple of times before.
Yeah, you've asked us twice.
I don't know if it was Ultimate Agent that did, but make clear rules.
Yeah.
Just make clear rules, establish, how to do it, what works, what doesn't. Don't power creep, and then stick to all that. Don't break the rules.
All right, folks. It has been an hour, and we owe two bits of anime cringe. Plus, like I promised, if we got past $50, we would do a model building stream where we build Mazinger, Great Mazinger specifically. I just ordered him. So that's on the way. Thank you all so much for your generosity. Let me...
So we owe how much cringe?
2, and we are going to give the clips to Deimos Z, because he is the birthday boy, and also to Chaos Sonic, because he donated the most for a specific clip. So,
I'm sorry, I saw Deimos Z's, and I know I've seen that one before, and I love it. It's great. So, you're in for a treat. You're in for a treat.
Give me just a second to cue these up.
Okay.
So.
Oh, Gundam versus Hello Kitty project.
Michael Bay's Evangelion? What?
It's funny. It's funny as shit.
Okay, give me a sec. So which one should we start with? With Gundam versus Hello Kitty or Michael Bay's Evangelion?
Yeah, let's start with Gundam versus Hello Kitty.
Okay, let me get this set up real quick. I need to do a thing with this real fast. I need to crop a good chunk of this out. There we go.
Yeah. Remember to, if you didn't get a question answered, tag Brainbox and he'll get it for Everflow. A couple of you are doing that, but just so everybody knows.
Yep. Okay. Hitting it in 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello Kitty is older than Gundam? Jesus.
Fucking Haro. Oh no, Hello Kitty is seeing murder. It's the Rumble fight, what the fuck? Oh no! It's just... He just killed Lala!
取り返しのつかないことをしてしまった。僕、この人、
Oh no! Oh, she's experiencing Tomino for the first time.
Oh, wow. Oh, look! Animation changed.
次から次へと。あれは。なんだ、あの光は。
What the fuck?
And I quote, Nani the fuck?
Pause.
Okay.
This is how evil the Xeon is. Fuck the Xeon, by the way. Of the Gundam and the cat, they're trying to shoot a cat!
They're dog people, apparently.
Fuck the Xeon! Let's resume.
Alright.
Oh, come on!
何
Oh my god!
今のは一体キティ
はじめまして私キティっていうのあなたのお名前は何
It's a chibi gelgu.
あれは
Fuck, we need to stop. We have to stop. We have to stop.
Why we have to stop?
Copywritten material. Alright, we gotta stop,
Oh,
guys.
God.
Sorry about that. So, give me just a second here.
Fuck.
Okay, we're good. Yep, sorry about that. We got a warning. So,
Fuck.
That was funny though. That
was-
legitimately was funny.
That was hilarious. Yeah, that was funny as shit.
All right, let's do Michael Bay's Evangelion.
All right.
What is this? A giant robot?
I
Yes,
love this.
and now you will pilot it.
You
All
want me to
right,
get
anyway.
into this thing that I just now seen for the first time and fight the angels?
Yes.
Fuck yes! Oh, hell yeah! Who are you? You know what?
It
Yeah,
don't
tell me
matter.
when.
I get back, I'm gonna hit that.
I'm breathing water right now! I'm a fucking fish! Whoop, 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 whoop. Hey! Asshole! I'm in a fucking robot! Yeah! You like that? Hoorah! Triangle! I don't give a fuck. Now give me that juice.
Shinji, this is your home now.
Damn right it is. We sharing a bed?
Stupid Shinji, I'm the greatest pilot in the world.
You and me both. You wanna fuck?
Holy shit!
You know what? I'm gonna eat this motherfucker. Oh. Ugh. Yeah, this tastes like shit. But I'm gonna finish this, because that's what a man does.
I think I was born to meet you.
Let's fuck. No homo. And that's the last angel. Fuck it. I'll be God now. Damn, she got big old pair of tits.
Shinji, it's your choice. Would you like to save or end the world?
You know what? Make me a new world. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, all right. That was a thing. I thought the Hello Kitty honestly was funnier. I didn't think those words would ever come out of my mouth. I am kind of surprised right now.
Hello Kitty is funnier.
Yeah. I am shocked. All right, folks. It is that time of the week. I hope that we were, again, like I said, we were able to brighten up your weeks if it was a bad week, and if it was a good week, this is a good way to start off the weekend. So, real quick, before we take off, Chaos Sonic, 420 Gunny, Tyler Preston, Darth Bobcat, Samurai Bear, Make Simps Great Again, probably my favorite name of the night, and everybody else that I might be missing. Thank you all so much for your generosity today. Like I said, Mazinger, I just ordered him. Chaos Sonic just threw in another $1. 1 second here. Real quick, I'm gonna check on something.
Throwing money at us, my God.
I know, right? Chaos Sonic says, "Damn it, YouTube." Also, yeah, I'd rather stick to the Hello Kitty friendship shield than this. Yeah, I'm with you there. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna check on something. So it looks like there was a delay in the Crossbone that was shipped to me. So sadly, there will not be a Gunpla stream tomorrow. I might continue Super Robot Wars then. I might continue it tonight as well. I haven't decided yet. But it got shipped late. So it's supposed to get here on Sunday. So Sunday will likely be when we do the next Gunpla stream. And trust me, I'm disappointed too. I love building these things. But that's already ordered. Mazinger, I just placed the order for. The F91 is also ordered. And then on top of that, because it was on sale for $25, I also picked up the GPO-1 Zafrantes from 0083 Stardust Memory. So we're going to have a lot of Gunpla. And then next month, we are actually going to do a whole month of G Gundam models. So, because a lot of stuff that I've been wanting to do is all Universal Century. So that's the theme for the month is Universal Century. You know, we've already done 08th MS Team, then we're doing F91, Crossbone, and then 0083. So, and then a Mazinger. So now I need to go buy a bookshelf to actually hold these fucking things on. So, what version of Great Mazinger's on the way? The Infinity version. So, looking forward to that. And it's only a 7-inch figure, but still. We need to take off, though. Goodness, it's time. We gotta go. So, Hatman, any final words?
Yeah, dear God, why do you throw money at us?
Trino Guzman just threw $10 at us.
God bless!
Right as you said that. Says, look Nvidia, you wanted giant Haro. Oh, good Lord. And there's two of them. Psycho Haro and just a big-ass Haro. What the fuck? Why? That's like my nightmare. All right, we're done.
Okay, we're done. We're done.
We're heading out. We're going. Stop it. Goodness. All right. With all that said, my name is Micah Curtis.
And I'm Alex Baldwin, and we're fucking done. Don't throw money at us anymore.
Yeah,
Dave's fault.
Have a good weekend. We'll see you later. Dave's fault.